Yeah, that's
Pretty
really
cool.
nice. See, but like around the D here,
Okay.
and up in here, what do you do
A
with
lot of
those?
times, and I'm quite surprised Nancy's done this, to tell you the truth, because she should know better. There's a problem right there.
Yeah.
There's no seam allowance to
Exactly.
cut. And there's really a problem right there, and there's a big problem right there.
And here.
Yeah, well, so you can do one of two things. Even blowing that up 10%
Mm-hmm.
would make a huge difference. See if your design can stand doing
Okay.
it. If not, then I would redesign this a little bit, and I do it all the time. So what you would do is and you have to kind of do this in the correct order. I would take a pencil and pencil in the new line.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to maintain the old line for a point of reference.
Okay.
So pencil in the new line. Once you're satisfied with that, then go over it with a Sharpie, fine tip, and take white out and get rid of the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go to trace it, if you've got the old line and the
You'll
new
trace
line,
it,
it's
yeah.
going to drive you out of your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
She's designed this to be done out of felt.
Oh,
She's designed this so that there's nothing to turn under.
okay. So they're just
And
cut.
quite honestly, I would recommend you do that.
Okay.
But you see, you get over here and you've got a whole new ball game. This would be really easy to do, with the exception of this right here.
And that.
So that's real easy. Just drop that down
Sure.
a little bit. This, I'd just make that whole thing a little bit bigger. It'll be really cute to
Yeah.
make that loop a little bit bigger
Yeah.
and make that inside. You really could do that.
If you had to.
You
Yeah.
could.
Wow.
It's doable. But if you open
Okay.
it up just a little bit, it's going to be a lot more doable.
Yeah.
Okay? And then right here, I'd take that V out altogether.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just run that right over to there. It's not going to hurt a darn thing to do that. So you want to just look at these and say, okay, what's going to be problematic? And just doing that for a minute or two, it's going to make a world of
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
All right, now we're going to bring this out like so. And you can see there's some adhesive on that. You could use that one more time before you needed to clean it. But it's worth taking a second and cleaning it.
Okay.
Because the glue can get so built up that when you go to pull the template out, it's going to give you some heartburn. And it isn't worth it. And I hate usually I'll take them if I have to go pee, I'll take them with me and throw them in the sink while I'm peeing.
There you
Oh.
go. Okay.
And that works sometimes. Or you got to get junk food. But if you don't need to get up, just keep a paper towel handy and just spray them just like I just did this
Oh.
one.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're just going to give this an attitude adjustment again for a second. Okay, now let's give this a permanent home. So you're going to get your base fabric, which I'll get right here. And I'll borrow your scissors for a second. Do this right away when you get home.
Okay.
Well, you're probably going to sleep.
Trying to scrub my floor. It's got cereal all over
Oh,
it.
you know, I looked at my floor the other night and it's got mud.
Oh.
And I thought, you know what? If I do this, the dogs are going to come in the next time. And it's just, so I'm forcing myself to leave it. At least for a couple of days so that I don't have to be doing it every damn day. Rachel's been good about doing it for me, but this morning she said, I'll do the kitchen floor. And I said, oh God, just leave it. It'll just be the same way. It's until this rainy season stops.
Mhm. Yeah, we've got the next 4 days we're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? I
Yeah.
haven't looked at the weather report.
Through Saturday is what it shows.
More.
In fact, today was
Supposed
much
to be.
nicer than what I thought.
It was,
going to
yeah.
be.
They said it was supposed
It's
to be.
kind of
pretty-
nippy though.
Yeah, it's cold, but at least it's not snowing and raining. I think tomorrow,
Yet.
Yeah,
like
that was-
later tonight, and then tomorrow or something.
Yeah, the
I'm
kids
so
have had
sick of it.
the
I know.
gamut of sunshine and snow and rain.
They're from where?
The two ones are from Washington, Vancouver.
Oh, that's God's country.
Well, and they love living up there. I mean, that's where Dave was from, Portland. So his kids grew up there, so they like that weather.
I lived in Portland for 5 years,
Dave,
but
didn't
not
know.
in a nice place in Portland.
Yeah, and he said when his golf clubs rusted was when he was done. He loves it out here.
The weather got to me after a while. It gets quite depressing.
See, and
Yeah.
John, Dave's son John comes out here and
So there it is.
it's just too dry for him.
Now, what are we seeing along here? Is that the tracing line, the little dark line?
Yeah, it's that I didn't take the alcohol off my template.
Okay.
So that's what you're
Okay.
seeing right there. It's
Okay.
just a little bit of that ink that came off.
Yes.
If I'd cleaned that up, it wouldn't have. But see how nice this
And then
Oh,
you just
yeah.
sew around it.
and then you just sew it, and then you're done.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
simple big things like that are going to work really well. This should work